So what's up guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm bringing in a beat tutorial and it's an Afrobeat jam. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into the beat breakdown. And if you like content like this, do not forget to like and subscribe. So let's play the beat so you can listen to it.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty of the whole beat itself. So let's start with the intro. So for my intro, this is what I have. I have the guitar sample, just that guitar sample, and some fills and drum rolls. That's what I have for the intro. So for the verse, the first verse, let me play it so that I can listen to it, then I'll break it down.
Purchase your tracks today.
We have the main melody here, which is the guitar sample. For this guitar sample, I have it in the mixer channel and I have some effects on it like EQ, compressor, stereo shaper, delay, reverb, and another EQ. So the reason why I like adding another EQ at the end of my mixer chain is because whatever bass artifact sound that the effect produce, because some of these effects they might produce bass sound, I tend to cut it off in the middle because it's actually not needed. So I tend to add another EQ at the end of my mixer chain. Actually, I got the sample from YouTube. It's a long sample. I just chopped it up and used the part I wanted for the beat. So after that, I have this drum sample. So for the drum loop, what I have is these samples right here: kick, rim, and some pegs to make it sound like that. Numerous samples. Like if you want to get a rich sound, you should learn to layer your sounds as well. Percussive sounds, rim sounds. If you want it to be full, if you want to be rich, you should learn to layer it. Or basically just take your time and find the right sound that you want for your beat. So basically in this instance, I did a lot of layering. That is why I have this much drum. So you don't have to have this much drum, just pick out the right sound. So after that, I have the shakers. For the shakers, I think I'll just EQ on it. I cut out the low end a lot. I don't need them, and some places in the highs that was really poking out. That was it. So I have two actually. I penned one to the left and one to the right, just for it to have width. Then I added this rim loop. So for the rim loop, what I have on it is just soft clipper transient processor, just to make it more impactful, because the other part of it that not needed. I had to remove some parts that I really did not need. So transient processor is like a compressor that can be used for basically anything, but in this instance I'm using it on the drum, which is what I use it for most times, and it cuts out the unneeded parts of a drum sample or a drum loop, whichever one it is. You can use it on instruments, so you can use it on vocals, but most times I use it on drums and it works perfectly. So after that, I have just impact, and basically that's all. So that's what I have, and I have this automation here, which is working on the guitar sample. So it makes it less prominent. It makes it less prominent in this verse sound. That's one of the easiest things you can do as well. If you want your guitar sample not to sound the same in the verse and in the chorus, all you need to do is just put an EQ on it, just to cut out the high end. It makes it less prominent and people will not hear it very well. And when you get to the chorus part, you can also make it more known by removing the automation. So let's move to the next part of the beat, which is the second verse.
Purchase your tracks today.
Basically, it does the same thing, the guitar sample, the drums, the shakers, but I added some new instruments just to make it different from the previous part of the beat. So this is basically what I added, this pattern right here. In the pattern I have some instruments. So I have like this bell sound. So that bell is from Purity. I think it's a kalimba sound, yes, obviously. And for the effect, I think I have, let me see, EQ, soft clipper, stereo shaper, reverb, and another EQ, like I said earlier. And I always want to remove any bass artifact sound that any effect would create. And what else? The bass sound as well. So this bass sample is one of the best bass samples in FL Studio. Is the bass Fender Peak FG from Sakura. I use it a lot, and I also added this chords from Hammer, the Moonlight EP. For the effect, I think I have just stereo shaper and EQ on it. Basically, that's what I have. The other things are just drum rolls and fills, which I added at the end here. Also risers as well. Basically, that's it. Now let's move to the chorus part of the beat. Now you can see that, or you notice that the guitar is more prominent. You can easily hear it. It has to do with the automation clip I used earlier, which I spoke about in the previous part of the beat. So after that, every other thing, like I said, is the same, but now we have some new instrument playing in the pattern. So for example, I have this chord right here. After that, I have another chord that I layered. So it was from GMS, the Epic Chord Progress. And for the effect on it, I have EQ, soft clipper, stereo shaper, reverb, and obviously another. Okay, that's what I have on that. The sound I showed you earlier, and this lead sound right here. I got this from, I think it's Muffin as well. Oh, sorry, not Muffin, Hammer. And is the Aura Praise Nast. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And for the effect on it, I have soft clipper, Vala, urban mode, fruity, pneumatic to make it go left and right, grow speed, and EQ. Basically, that's what I'm doing. I just needed that center part of it, the mid part of it. After that, the bass. I showed you the bass earlier. These two bass. So one is the actual bass, and the other one is just the sub bass, which is this. I'm using the bass Hip Hop Low. I use that a lot in my beat. And also, I'm layering more sounds. So this is the Moonlight EP. I showed you this one earlier from Hammer as well, and this one as well. This is also from Armless Addictive Rolly FG, and basically that's all. And I have the strings as well. So what the string is playing is like a lead sound. So for the string I have this on it, gross beat, pneumatic, vintage, reverb, and EQ. But I didn't use the EQ eventually, so basically every other thing is the same. It's a very simple beat, nothing really much. Just melody sounds, pick your chords, play your bass lines, and have one or two melodies on it. So you really don't need to do much with this. And as you can sing on it, then you can decide if you want to add more instrument to the beat. So that is the end of the tutorial. If you like tutorial like this, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any other thing that you want to see on the channel, like a tutorial that you want to see, please drop your comment in the comment section of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.